Litecoin is a crypto which has gone absolutely crazy over the last couple of weeks. Just look on the past month chart, look on the past 3 months chart, and you can see this massive surge in price for Litecoin, coming from lows of about $77 to where we are now, well over 120. At the same time, today we are seeing a gain of almost 1% at the moment, and this all comes at a very good time for Litecoin. Just take a moment to look at a few factors, right? We are seeing the price really start to stabilize with some decent consolidation, and we are seeing some good news coming out from the broader market. So I'm going to be giving you my opinions on everything today. As always, guys, if you find some value in this, make sure to give it a like and subscribe so I can make more videos on Litecoin. We'll get into some of the big news first. Now, this is coming from July the 18th, so roughly a month ago. Despite that, it's the actual story that I want to bring your attention to, as I think this is quite telling. So we are seeing Me Pharma committing 100 million to Litecoin. This is the largest institutional Litecoin investment. So, Me Pharma is making headlines with $100 million investment into Litecoin, the largest institutional investment yet. So, we are seeing a significant investment, marking a very large and significant cryptocurrency investment. The move reflects a growing trend amongst companies diversifying their treasuries to hedge against inflation and market volatility. Now, Litecoin's advantages include offering faster transaction times and lower fees. That makes it an appealing option for institutions who are looking for operational efficiency. The investment signals a shift in corporate sentiment towards viewing cryptocurrencies as a long-term strategic asset rather than mere speculative tools. Now, that in itself is very significant. And it's not just in Litecoin that we're seeing this. It's not just necessarily from Me Pharma that we are seeing this. We are seeing again a market now where, with inflation being the way it is, with the traditional markets being as volatile as they have been, people are looking to cryptos, not just of course Bitcoin, not just of course Litecoin, but across the market. Me Pharma is not alone. The general trend is growing. So we are seeing Bitmine immersion going 1 billion over in Ethereum. We are seeing MicroStrategy adding Bitcoin to its reserves. We are seeing SharpLink Gaming and Tesla also adding crypto to their balance. In this market that we're in right now, it seems that crypto, or a lot of cryptos, can be a lot more stable even than cash. With inflation being the way it is, with tariffs and all sorts of regulatory uncertainty in the broad markets, it's a tough time with cash, to be honest, for a lot of people, for a lot of companies. So now, it's quite interesting that we are seeing crypto being the thing that is actually coming into play, the thing that's actually companies are turning their attention to. So a lot of companies are going to be choosing Litecoin over Bitcoin or Ethereum, and of course going forwards into the long-term future, it does have some benefits to real-world usability and some advantages. So we've got faster transaction times. This could be 2.5 minutes block time versus Bitcoin's 10. We've got lower fees, which is ideal for small and more frequent transactions, and a mature network. We know that Litecoin's been active since 2011 with robust security and community, and again, that now is obviously well over 10 years. It proves a lot, right? That in itself, in my opinion, proves a lot. And again, we are seeing so many companies looking to invest, looking to adopt to crypto. And this comes at a time where we are seeing Wall Street and Silicon Valley exploring blockchain-based assets. Litecoin is emerging from Bitcoin and Ethereum's shadow to establish its own institutional credibility. And this we've known for some time, right? We are seeing Litecoin genuinely gaining its own power, its own meaning in this current market, which is extremely important. So that is one of the biggest things that I've been paying attention to recently. I've said this before, guys, I hold a little bit of Litecoin myself, not very much to be honest, but what I'm looking for here is a more mid to long term approach. Obviously there is, or has been at least for me, the short-term advantage, let's say over the last 3 months. I think a lot of people, myself included, bought down here, and now we're seeing our portfolios being up, 30, 40, 50, 60% even, if you bought at the early dips. At the same time, though, the question is, where do we go from here? So again, if we're looking at the more long-term, I think things are looking quite solid, and I've said this for some time, but I know a lot of people are also looking to the short-term. Now, if I was looking at that, approach too, there's a few things that I'd consider. Now, one big thing is that we have now got some stability in Litecoins. Upwards momentum, it's not something like this where we didn't yet have the proof, it's now staying where it is for the moment. Look on the past 6 months, actually even look on the past 5 years, and we will see Litecoin has really sustained these rises for quite some periods of time when it does start to go up. However, we are now seeing this trend. You know, it goes in cycles, of course. And the question is, are we going to break past the previous high that we saw in 2024 December, where we went as high as 130, 135, or are we essentially finished where we are, for now at least? Well, this for me is all going to depend on what we see over the next couple of days. I want to really see this one break if we go to the upside. 127.50, 127.60, up to 129, 130, up past 130 is going to be an impressive period. Bear in mind, this period around 128 couldn't really get past it here, couldn't really stay past it here. And again, we are now above these levels at 122, which is great, but it's about seeing if we can break past the next ones. Obviously, we want to see support hold, as it has done previously here and here. This is going to be around the 123.90, 124 mark. If we can hold on to that, that would be solid. Past that, we could be looking to drop a little bit lower, could be going as low as the 120s, 110s, you know, high teens. But of course, it is very difficult to say. If we can stay in this channel though, I'm going to call it between, let's say, 128 and really 115, things are still in an impressive standing. What I want to see more than any significant breakouts to either the upside or the downside, I want to just see some stability here. Personally, over the next day or two, I want to see some stability really start to come in. I want to see us be able to maintain these prices in the channel that I just mentioned. If that can happen, I think things are looking good. Again, you got to zoom out to the past 3 months. We are seeing a significant growth. And of course, there is a potential for a bit of a sell-off. People have made big profits. It could happen. I wouldn't necessarily put it past anything. At the same time though, if we are able to hold this channel, if we are able to hold on to this momentum, I think it's a very telling sign of where we are right now. Obviously it's all to play for, guys, and I leave you to make your own minds up. Personally, I'm holding on to my Litecoin. I think that for me it's more of a long-term approach. At the same time, it really depends on the next few days for that trend if we can maintain this channel. If not, we could be looking to drop below 120s again, mid 110s. It's not impossible, but of course all will present in the next week. Let me know how you're going to be playing this one. Those are the key levels that I'm looking for, but I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comments. Thank you so much for your time, guys. If you enjoyed the video, of course make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in another one very soon. Goodbye for now.